Hey guys, I'm really sorry, but the weather's not been kind to us for the second part of the community research task. So, all of this week is meant to be pretty poor in relation to weather. And the last thing I want you guys is getting colds or getting wet and getting horrible and getting miserable whilst on EAP. So, have a look outside. Speak with your lecturer. Let's see if there is the opportunity to get out and about, because that was the original intent, is get a bit of fresh air, get out and about, actually search our communities a little bit. But we might not have the opportunity to do that if the weather is quite bad. I'd rather not. Okay. So if the weather is bad and we're not going out, we're going to do this virtually instead. We're going to do it online. There's some really good tools and applications that we can use on the Chromebooks that really help us do that. Okay. And one of them is Google Earth. So some of you might have used Google Maps, Google Streets, Google Earth in the past, but they all use the same sort of software, same sort of applications, and the same sort of data. And it's the first time I've properly used it, and there's some really good tools to start building projects around it. And we're going to start building a project, so the community research project in the Google Earth application. All right. I'll explain how to do that now. Okay, so as per usual, we are looking at the applications, so Google Apps on your Chromebooks, and you want to scroll all the way to the bottom, and on the right-hand side here is Google Earth. All right, so we want to click on that one, and it will bring up the Google Earth application. Depending on the speed of the laptop that you've picked up or the Chromebook that you've picked up, this might take a while. All right, so you might have a 5, maybe even 10-minute lag. So just bear with it. It will happen eventually. All right, so we need everyone to get onto Google Earth. You can, again, the sort of thing you can do on your phone. If you've got an Android phone, this might be easier to do on your phone. I'm happy for you to do that. The project side of it, maybe not quite so easy, but you can still take photos of what I'm about to explain. Okay, so now we've got a picture of the world. Obviously, we need to be in Barnstable. So the way we do that, we go up to this search button here and tap in a Barnstable postcode. So EX31 is centre of Barnstable, all right, or Barnstable in general. Click on that one, and it will start zooming in to the Barnstable region. So there it is, slap bang in the middle of Barnstable. Okay, so I want to go to the clock tower in around that sort of region. You can search a bit more information on there, that sort of thing. But before that, what I want to do is we're going to start building a project through Google Earth. The way we do that, as the title might suggest here, so you should have Barnstable, Town of England, and a bit of a Wikipedia explanation of where we are and who we are and what the area is about. But down there is the Add to Project. All right. So we are going to build a new project. Project title will be Community Research. And we're just going to save that. Once we save that, that will automatically save a Google Earth folder to your student drive. All right. So once you've done that, the next time you look at your drive, you will have this project automatically saved in there. It's quite clever. Okay. So now we have started a project. Now we need to go into Barnstable. Okay. It will come up with this screen on the left-hand side here. You can ignore that for the time being. You'll start using that in a minute. But first of all, we need to start getting into Barnstable, don't we? We need to give ourselves a better view of what we're looking at. So do that by zooming in, just keep tapping away. You can, if you want to use the zoom in, zoom out button using your fingers like you would on your phone, you can do that as well. Okay, it's actually quite a bit quicker. Okay, so now we are in Barnstable. We're right by we're by the square. There's GLTs there. You've got the clock tower just behind us. I think it's there. So yeah, we're right slap bang in the middle. That's where we want to be. Okay. Now we want to look at a street view rather than a bird's eye view, which is what we're looking at now. As a bird would look at a map. We want to go into as we would be if we were in person in town. To do that, we click on the little person down the right-hand side here, where my mouse is. All right, so click on the person, and that should bring up some blue lines. All right, so it's asking us where exactly we want to have a look at, in a person's view. So just click on one of those lines. I'm going to go right onto the road here, and there we are. Right, so we are as we would be if we were in person, but without, it's a muggy day when they were taking these photos as well. Look. But yeah, as it would be if we were in person in town at this time. So from here we can navigate our way around the town. All right, and it does it at a pace just a bit quicker than walking, basically. So you got to take your time with it, be patient with it, but you just click on the arrows, keep clicking on. I'm using my finger here, not the mouse, by the way, so you won't see my mouse going. But you just click on those arrows and it will take you around the town. All right, so the task I've asked you to do is name those 6 landmarks. I want you to go and visit those landmarks and take photos of them. All right, and I'll show you how to do that as well. But the other task I've asked you to do is look at 10 different things or facilities or community organizations that are related to EAP. So enhancing independence, improving core skills, community environmental awareness, building confidence, preparing you for the workplace. So those 5 key things that we're looking to achieve out of EAP. I want you to also take 10 different photos of things that are related to those points. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look through. See what we've got. There's an estate agents there. That's obviously quite relevant. Someone who might get a house in the future. I'll flick past it just to get a bit more of an example of what I want. You've got Ewings on the right hand side. You've got the Bank 62 up there as well, which you might want to put that in and say I'm interested in getting a job there. That sort of thing. Okay. I'm going to go past the cinema. And then on the left-hand side here is quite a relevant one. So the mortgage hub. All right. So at some point, we need to become independent, get our own house, and we might need some advice on how to get a mortgage and going through that process. And the mortgage hub, I've never visited myself, but I imagine that they will support you in doing that. So that's quite a relevant one. Okay. So I'm going to take a photo of that. And to do that, there's this capture this view. All right. So it will. So if you press that, place title is the mortgage hub. And then, you could just put in there, getting a house in the future. Okay. And then press save. And that will save that image and also the GPS coordinates of where exactly that is and the link onto your project. So when you go back to your Google Drive, you'll have that in there and it will be accessible to you. All right. And keep doing that for 9 other or 10 different things that are related to EAP in those 5 objectives, as well as the 6 different landmarks that I've asked you to point out. Okay, and just keep adding those things with a bit of an explanation of what it is and why it's related to what I've asked in the comment section. All right, good luck. You can spend a bit of time on this, probably over an hour. So give it a go. If you've got any questions or if your computer's lagging a lot and still not loading up with Google Earth yet, we might need to get another one. But have a go and we'll speak to you soon. All right, cheers, bye.